What's going on, Black America? Uh, I wanted to touch on reparations today. It's been a while since I touched on reparations. Uh, Real tired, but I want to make this video. Um, Speak on reparations quickly. I think that it should be the main focus on our agenda. I've been paying attention to the new black media. All the guys, and they're fine. They're fine. But I think that we touch on too many topics that we shouldn't really be paying attention to, that really don't matter. Like reparations should be the only thing we should be negotiating with either party. But speaking of parties, I want to talk about the parties. At this current state with the reparations, I believe that we should be trying to lure Trump in on the reparations. I believe that we should be focusing on Donald Trump, because I look at the new black media and they cool. Don't get me wrong, they cool. I like Phil Scott. I like Professor Black Truth and all that, but sometimes, especially Professor Black Truth and TBA, sometimes I get confused because it's like, okay, we understand this. We understand what you're saying over here, but it's kind of like sometimes it goes in circles, and it's not all the time. I'm not disparaging nobody. These guys put in a lot of work, and I'm grateful for that. But, I know they're human and they can't touch on every single thing. But I think that we should focus on just solely reparations, because that's the only way we're going to get it done. We can't be worried about Jose and Quavo. Like, Marco and Rubio. Like, that don't matter, bro. And it don't matter how anybody feel about what we got going on. We got to focus on what we got to focus on, because I'm an everyday black person living in America, and I see other everyday black people. When they go to these jobs, black people have been working hard all our life. We've been working hard all our life, from back then all the way up to now. But black Americans are tired, and they deserve to be tired, but they are tired. Like, when I go to work, I'm pretty much like the best guy already, because I work in spurts. So I'm always explosive. But I got to do it with the strength my ancestors gave me. But when I look at other black people, my people, I'm tired too, but we have to have leaders or influencers that show strength. I'm very tired, but I try to show strength amongst my people, and I talk about reparations. Anytime I see a group of black people, especially young black people, I talk about reparations constantly and what it would take to get it. And it's going to take us to laser focus in on just that. And we've been doing good, but sometimes we let our foot off the pedal, worrying about what Latinos think. I'm not going to get on here and say F Latinos, but what I'm going to say is they got to worry about their own problems. I'm going to stick to the roots of my people. We're not into disparaging people, harming people, making people feel belittled. That's just not a part of us. But however, that does not mean that we can't delineate and worry about what we got going on. Deportation, all that, like the new black media, and like I said, hats off to those guys. I want to say that, make sure I say that, hats off to those guys, but we shouldn't be covering nothing but our own issues, man. It's just that simple, because black people, like I want to go back to, black people are tired. When they go to these jobs, they really don't want to do it, but we got to do it. But in the same breath, we got to cross the finish line. The only way to cross the finish line is to worry about our own issues. Anything we cover should be about us and us only. We need to be talking to Donald J. Trump about these reparations and how it will stimulate the economy and how he could close the Democrats out and never have to worry about a crazy agenda like they tried to do that harm black people in the process, and also take away the fabric and the traditions of America, the good ones such as women, man, children, good education, boys is boys, girls is girls. It's no gray area. It's nothing in between. That must stay implanted in families and culture. It don't matter what race or group it is. That must stay embedded in our country. Only the Republicans is gonna at least fight for that. Me personally, I do not want to see the Democrats back. I would love for Donald Trump to pay these reparations and close this case, and it benefit us and America. Because at the end of the day, black people are patriotic. White people appear patriotic. So, but I'm gonna say y'all patriotic too. But sometimes y'all forget that. But y'all won't let the Democrats back in the chair, and they're gonna remind you what being patriotic is about, because they oppose it to the point to where it make you embrace it. It make you want to fight for it, live it, breathe it, because what the Democrats was doing was not only going to hurt our country, but it was going to finish off our children. So I don't want them back. But if they is going to come back, they have to pay reparations, but I see no window for them to do so. They had their chance. They had every single aspect of the presidency, and they got nothing done for black people. In the fear of losing votes that they never had anyway. They're not shit without us. They better understand that. But in my opinion, we should give them another chance at nothing. We should be talking to Donald Trump. Hey, Donald Trump, quid pro quo, sir. We want to give you the benefit of the doubt this time. We want to give you the benefit of the doubt this time, Donald Trump. I didn't vote for nobody. I left my vote open. I want to see what Trump do. If Trump could do something for black America on a lineage-based policy, the Republicans ain't got to worry about the Democrats no more, especially if they pay reparations in the form of cash payments. That's the only way to get back to us. You have to pay us money, because y'all made money off of us and took money from us. Y'all got to pay us money back. There's no negotiating that. We might could negotiate how much to a degree, but we not gonna low ball. But we can negotiate some type of six-figure, you know what I mean? Some type of six-figure package, deal, handshake. But it can't be measly, man, because what has happened to our people historically is just way too much to overcome. It's way too much to overcome with just us trying to rebuild again. And when our people did try to rebuild the Tulsa Massacre, tore that down. Y'all tore that down. That probably could have been something passed to us, so we wouldn't even be pretty much punching in these jobs or trying to pursue a career through y'all system. That's what we need to be focusing on. Trying to make reparations a quid pro quo thing for Donald Trump. Hey, Donald Trump, you pay these reparations, you ain't got to worry about the Democrats no more. And them bringing that agenda in that don't only just devastate black people, but eventually get to the white children. You don't like DEI. Donald Trump don't like DEI. But in order for white people to be safe, Trump, it takes black people, bruh. Whether you know it or not, bruh. Because if Donald Trump don't do something for black people, and there's a lot of, and ain't nothing but everything seems apparently or inherently racist again, and they feel like it doesn't, black people will retaliate somehow to where the Republicans will have to pay for that again. and I'm trying to, we need to come to the table with Trump. We need to figure out a way to get this message to Trump. We don't need to be worrying about the Democrats. What can they do to help our reparations? I might be wrong. If y'all know something, enlighten me. But I don't see no path to where the Democrats could help us actually get reparations, because they got to do something for us before they get a vote. Ain't no, we're going to vote for us and we're going to make it happen. That's done. That's dead. I promise you, that's dead. My age group ain't going to let it happen anyway. You know what I mean? You might got a couple older black people that still kind of cuckoo out their minds. But my group, my age group and down, it's like this. And that's the problem for the Democrats. So, and I don't see how there's no pathway to reparations for them making reparations a reality for us. The only thing they could do is probably put pressure on Donald Trump, like, look, we're trying to propose a bill, and the Republicans don't. I'm tired of hearing that. One of y'all parties better get something done, or what's going to happen in the midst of it is America is going to keep crumbling by going back and forth. You want some solidation? Find a way to get the black vote. And the way to get the black vote is through reparations. So, I want everybody to understand that black America, the Democrats have no path for us to get what we need. They had that. They had all aspects of the White House and got nothing done. What we need to be doing is trying to find a way to get quid pro quo with Donald Trump. Donald Trump, you do this for us, we'll do this for you. I haven't made a video in a long time, but I'm making this one because I want to put this message out there in the air. The new black media can't cover everything, but in order for the Republicans to keep the Democrats out of that White House, they're gonna have to find a way to get more black Americans on board over there at that party, because the Democrats' agenda don't just affect black people. It affects black people first, but it trickles down to the white American children of the United States. And I'm sure Trump would like to avoid that. Any white patriotic man would like to avoid that, right? So how can we come to the table? Hey, you, white patriotic man, I'm a black patriotic man. How can we come to the table and make sure that the Democrats do not tear the country apart with this crazy DEI stuff and this transgender stuff and this LGBTQ stuff? And I'm not trying to disparage anybody, but what I'm saying is it really has no place in a Christian-based country like the United States of America. When you look at the other countries, they hold these standards at high regards, and in some aspects they're doing better than America. Maybe not like financial and stuff like that, but as far as families and holding up traditions, they doing a lot better than America. So, and I'm pretty sure this is something Donald Trump is laser focused on. But Trump, I'm telling you, it's not gonna get done without black America. Reparations in the form of cash payments. This is the Republicans' chance to really, really shut the Democrats out. That's what we should be displaying to Trump. We shouldn't be talking about the Democrats who had already had 4 years to show us what they can do. They did nothing. They did nothing. In fact, they made everything worse. So why we're even still talking about them? There's no reason for black America to be talking about Donald Trump in this day and time. I mean, talking about the Democrats in this day and time. There's nothing to talk about with the Democrats. We shouldn't even be covering them anymore. Because when we cover them, we give them hope. I want that hope gone until I can't even say until they do what they got to do, because I see no way for them to get us back to be able to do anything. This is why talking to Trump is more important than trying to cover the Democrats. What is the Democrats going to do? They had 60 years already, so I'm asking the new black media to stop talking about the Democrats. To be honest with you, quite frankly, we don't want to hear it, bro. We don't want to see no videos about the Democrats. We had 4 years of that with Joe Biden and Kamala, and it was exhausting. Exhausting. At this point, we need to be playing Monopoly. Talking about the Democrats is still like being attached on to them, clinging on to them. We got to kill that. Quid pro quo with Donald J. Trump. If we got to present this in a business aspect for him, man. The new black media, if y'all going to be the new black media, this is what y'all need to be jumping on. Talking about the Democrats is worthless. Time consuming. In time, we don't got time to lose. Okay? That's why I feel this video was important for me to make. And I'm a young black American. So what I say and what I think in my culture actually matters. Because let's just say 8 out of 10 of us feel this way. You can contribute that 8 out of 10 to anything you want to by percentage, whatever you want to do, by numbers, whatever you want to do. But most of us feel this way. There's no need to talk about the Democrats at this point for black America. The only people that should be caring about the Democrats is the people I named. Transgenders or whatever, the alphabet community, whatever they want to be called, man. Them the only people that should be worried about the Democrats. And the immigrants. You know what I mean? And I ain't really got nothing to say about the immigrants. I just know that that's not our problem. That's not something we should be worried about. Reparations is the only thing black America need to be worried about, because at this point you got to understand, if we don't get something, people like some black people might think it's a joke, but black America is going to be in shambles. We'll be almost finished. I said that in my last reparations video. We will be done. Out of there. And it's going to cause pain, tears, regret, wishing, coulda, wouldas. We don't got time to be talking about no fucking deportation. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And we need masculine men with deep voices talking about this stuff, man. I don't want no man that sound like that's extending his words when he talk to other people. No, I don't want no black man like that. No passive black man should be talking about this. We need soldiers on the front line. This is why we need other people being funded. You know what I mean? And that's no shot to nobody. But, you know, I just think that the turning reparations into a quid pro quo thing for Donald Trump is the way to go. It's the way to go. You know? So I wanted to make this video and just put the algorithm out there that the Democrats is not something we should be covering. You know what I mean? Quid pro quo reparations with Donald Trump. Direct cash payments to the descendant of slaves, freedmen. That's the only thing we should be talking about right now, and that's a fact. And that's a fact. And I'm going to sign off with that. It's time for Black America. The only thing we need to be worrying about is our problems. You know what I mean? That's not to be selfish, but we gotta be selfish. It's not to be selfish, but it is to be selfish. You see what I'm saying? Because we gave everybody a helping hand. We got shit in return. We gotta focus on us, man. I'm out of here.